Hey guys, you're watching Boondocking with Dennis. I'm just pulling out of the Walmart parking lot, and when I'm looking, which direction am I looking here, guys? West? It looks like doom and gloom. They said we might get some overnight rain, and at least where I was parked, that didn't happen. But it was really cool about 4 in the morning. I woke up and I could see lightning in the distance, and checked my radar on my phone, and it was the nearest strike was about 24 miles away over in Bayside, Texas, in that area. And large gatherings of lightning were going off all around Sinton, Texas, if you're familiar with the area. But I just think it's neat, like, the land is so flat here. You can see lightning, you never hear it, and then you check the phone and it's 20 miles away or 40 miles away, and I get a kick out of that for some reason. Good sunset last night from the back of the truck, and good sunrise from the opposite window this morning. If you're new to the channel, I live in my Ford F-150 with a Lear topper. And I've been doing that for about 3 years and 7 or 8 months. I don't have it calculated in my head. And we're in Rockport, Texas, which is a peninsula. And the back side of the peninsula here, that we're heading in that direction, the west side, looks like doom and gloom, and the front side is all sun and fluffy clouds. So I don't know if we're going to get any rain or not. Okay, there's an American flag and it's blowing the opposite direction. Several times yesterday, I'm sorry for the bumpy road, guys, I noticed the wind would be out of the southeast and then out of the northeast and then back to the southeast. And I kind of like those winds coming from the north, because that's usually where the cooler temperatures come from. But I do have the back windows open on my Lear topper right now. When I'm just around town, I usually leave my windows open just to air everything out. At least until I clean it up and get my dirty washcloths out of there and put away. And if I sweat it on the sheets at night, it's nice just to let them air out. Looks a little bit better in this direction. Just turned on to Pearl Street, heading up to the 35 bypass. I got a joke from Jim at the Dog Man Chronicles. I don't like negative numbers. I'll stop at nothing to avoid them. There you go. Think about that one a minute. That's a good one. I've read that one, Jim, and yeah, thanks for the reminder. That was a good one. If you don't get that one, Google it. Actually, don't Google it. If you don't get that one, I'm sorry. Jim's got a good channel, the Dog Man Chronicles. Jim travels in his van and has 4 dogs. And he'll go on walks with his dogs and walk about whatever area he's in, and give you a little history of the area or things he observes. He's done some really good interviews with people as well. Not a whole lot of those, but at least 3 or 4 come to mind. So give his channel a check out. I heard about Jim through Rusty 78609. Matter of fact, a lot of channels I watch I heard through Rusty 78609, another YouTube channel. So I went into Wally World this morning. I had a gift card from my buddy Brad, and I bought some supplies, and then I put the rest in the gas tank. And my gas tank is just about full right now, which doesn't happen that often. So thank you very much, Brad. Say hello to Braden for me. That's his son. Met Brad. I think I met Brad 4 times, and I got to meet his son once. Cool little kid, bouncing off the walls. Pose with a picture with him. Good stuff. So the last 3 nights have been cooler weather, like it's reached the 70s overnight. And yeah, last night seemed kind of warm when I first went to bed, warmer than it has been. Like the heat index was still up in the mid 90s, which is better than the heat index being in the hundreds. So I watched an episode of Yellowstone. I've been watching that show. I'm in the early part of season 2, and ate some of those peanut butter cheese puffs that Lisa and her family had sent me. So thank you, Lisa. I got gifts. After I did the gift video, I got a notification, and I went back to the mail center, and Mark grabbed the boxes for me. Thank you, Mark. And Mark likes to be there when I open the packages. He gets a kick out of seeing what people send as well. And I don't know if I'm supposed to say from who. I'm not going to say from who yet. I want to check. I know one person doesn't want any credit, but they sent me a new cooler. So thank you, mystery person. And I gave my old cooler to Luciano. And after a mini panic attack on his part, he was like, I already have a cooler. I don't have room for this. I'm like, okay, give it back to me and I'll throw it away. And he's like, no, I want it. And it had a slight tear in the insulation around it, and he had plans to sew that, and it's a nice cooler. So he's happy. He's got a new cooler. I'm thrilled. I got a new cooler. And the same person also sent power bars, which I'm going to have one for breakfast in a little bit. So thank you again. And like a 6 or 8 pack of mini baked beans, and gave me a meal suggestion for the beans. And I bought the items that I needed for that meal this morning, and I'm going to do a little cooking segment probably for tomorrow morning's video. But you can see we had the dark clouds, and over here it's kind of the gray sky. We're driving the outer roads of the peninsula today, guys, just to show you the weird weather we get here in Rockport. At the tip of the peninsula is the causeway that would take you over to Lamar and Holiday Beach, in case you're playing along at home. And we're going to go by the airport where we were the other day. Different road, but I'll point out the road that goes back there. So, got my truck repaired, and that's paid for. On to the next thing. It was just a frustrating morning. You know, you have plans for the things you want to do. And I definitely had plans for that money. And, you know, fun things like pay my taxes. And I get my check from YouTube, and they don't hold taxes. So you have to save money, set it aside to pay your taxes. I'm sure a lot of you do that as well. But last year I was spending January and February to pay my taxes. I love seeing people out walking, biking, all that fun stuff. Joe, if you feel an evil presence, it's because I'm in your neighborhood. Now, right up here is the airport road that we drove by the other day. You can see the clouds over here. It's like blue skies and fluffy white clouds. And this is kind of facing north. So this crossroad right here, the airport is to our right now. And to the left was that little turnaround where the palm tree is looking at Copano Bay. But Copano Bay is on our left now, and the airport is on our right. And this road looks like it was involved in some type of bombing recently, or shelling by foreign forces. So I slept well. One thing I like about waking up at 4 o'clock is I know if I want to, I can sleep almost another 3 hours, you know. I finally got up just when the sky was showing color and watched that come up while I got out some clean clothes and got washed up and changed and all that kind of fun stuff you do. We're going by Murph Park. People go there to go fishing and watch the sunset, and we've done videos from there. You might see the occasional alligator there. And if you like mosquitoes, I really recommend checking out Murph Park. It is a mosquito playground. I hear that rattle, and it's nothing that's sitting on the dashboard, something under the dashboard, and some days it rattles and some days it just doesn't. Pretty bizarre. I've even tried hitting it 3 times and that didn't help any, for all you people that like to offer suggestions. Get up here, this road turns around, and so and I also got in the mail yesterday, and I don't know if this person wants me to say, so I have to message my friend today and see, because I'm going to show it in a video. When I drove Jim to the airport a few months back, Jim gave me a Jackery that he wasn't using, and yesterday this friend sent me solar panels for my Jackery, and they are not cheap, and I need to do a video. I don't know if the camera caught him. Eugene just flew across the screen. Of course, Eugene is any blue heron, and I even said heron and not herring. Look at that, I'm a big boy using my words. But thank you very much, person yet to be identified on my channel. That was very nice of you. Oh, wait a minute. I know she likes the screaming goat, so. That screaming goat button, I'll shut it off and put it in my glove box, and then like 2 hours later, you know, from the truck rattling around while I'm driving, I'll hear the goat scream. It somehow got turned on, and that goat is screaming for help. So I think it's funny. Either that or my truck is haunted by the ghost of goats past. And Lisa, I have enough snacks now for quite a while. And I'm not sharing anymore. I've had enough of that sharing stuff. See, this way, now we're facing east. You know, I need to check. Did Fiona hit Canada yet? I think it was supposed to hit Nova Scotia. And I have family in Bar Harbor, Maine. I meant to check that when I got up this morning and was concerned about myself and forgot about others again. So I need to check on that. When I was a kid, would sometimes take the ferry from Bahaba, Maine. We'd pack a car and head to Bahaba, take the ferry to Halifax, Nova Scotia. And at that point in my life, the drinking age was 16. You know what? Yeah, let's go this way, because there's a car behind me. I wanted to go the other way at the last second, and then I saw there was a car behind me and didn't want to drive him crazy with my nonsense. This road can be a little tricky to find when you're going the speed limit along here. I need to drop a bucket of paint right on the highway here, and that way I'll know where the road is going. And this brings us over to the other side of the peninsula. More holes in the road. They're building some new houses there. They're pretty close together. We're going to get some wind because I do not have my microphone on. Such a hurry to just get going this morning that I didn't hook it up. But you can see over here the sun is shining. It's a quarter mile away, and when you face the other direction, everything gonna be all right this morning. Oh yeah. Woo! I meant to clean my phone. I took the time to clean my windshield, but forgot to clean my phone. I suck. There's a guy on a bike. We're going to get out of this person's way. That's a lady. I got a nod and a little hand flap. I would feel bad if someone waved and crashed. I don't know. We gonna get some rain, guys? That's the direction the sun came up this morning. Matter of fact, it kind of comes from over there every morning. Hey guys, thanks for being awesome. I appreciate you. Oh, we're not going to see a dog this morning? Come on, man. This channel sucks. There's no dogs. I'm going to go watch the Dog Man Chronicles. I am. This guy's walking in a circle. He's like me. I just drove a big circle. He waved. Good man. He looks like he was running. He's drenched in sweat. Good for him. Let me get us a postcard and we'll get out of here. Wrap it up, Dennis. Okay. I hope you're all doing well. Hope you're having a great afternoon. I'll be back tomorrow morning with a video, and I'll even clean the camera and use the microphone to avoid the wind. I'm going to get you a postcard, I think, right here. Hold on. Let me work it a little bit. Ooh, I like it. Good job, Dennis. How's that? How's that, guys? Thanks for riding along today. Thanks for watching.